If you've ever wanted to start a gratitude practice in your bullet journal but weren't sure exactly how to set one up, this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing with you a collection of simple, minimal, and practical gratitude spreads that you can easily add to your bullet journal. Whether you want something daily, weekly, monthly, or more reflective, these ideas are designed to naturally fit into your bullet journal without feeling overwhelming. Please grab your notebook and supplies and your drink of choice, and let's begin. Let's start with the monthly gratitude log, a simple and flexible way to build a gratitude habit in your bullet journal. I like to dedicate a full page for this, and for the header, I'm going to use my alphabet stamps to stamp out the month and title, like July Gratitude Log. It keeps the page clean and minimal. For the layout, you have a couple of options. You can do a traditional calendar grid if you want to see your gratitude, like a monthly schedule, or if you prefer to keep it super simple and open, you can create a linear calendar by writing the dates down the left side of the page, so 1 through 31 in a straight column. What I did here as well is I added a line down the page just so there is some differentiation between the dates and the gratitude. Next to each date, you write a short note, one thing you're grateful for that day, or 2 or 3, however much you want to fit in there. It can be anything from a small comfort to a big moment. I'm going to fill out most of these spreads so you have an idea of what it looks like when it's in use. I hope this visual can help inspire you without feeling overwhelming. A quick tip: focus on the little things that bring you joy or peace. Cultivating gratitude means noticing those good moments, especially when life feels busy or challenging. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to do this. The best way is the one that feels simple and enjoyable enough to keep coming back to. The next spread is a daily log layout with gratitude incorporated. It is designed to help you stay organized while encouraging mindful reflection. So to start, we've got the date as a header at the top of the page, and just below that, it's really up to you and how you want to organize this daily log, but as an example, I'm going to have 4 sections of information: top priorities, gratitude, a to-do list, and wins of the day. The first section is top priorities. Usually this is where you can write 3 key tasks or goals to focus on. Below that, I'm gonna add a to-do list for other tasks throughout the day. This keeps your responsibilities clear and manageable. With the gratitude section on the top right here, you can write multiple things you're thankful for each day, maybe 3 or as many as you want, or you can list out things you're thankful for throughout the day or leave it till the end of the day. It's totally up to you and how you want to incorporate gratitude. Overall, this practice helps cultivate a positive mindset by encouraging you to notice several moments or aspects worth appreciating. And now finally, at the bottom right section, we've got wins of the day. So this is where you note accomplishments or positive moments, no matter how small. Reflecting on these can help you build motivation and a sense of progress. A couple of tips: try writing your gratitude entries early in the day to set an intentional and positive tone. And remember, this spread is flexible. It's okay if some days you write more or less, as long as you keep coming back to it. And yeah, this daily log balances practical planning with mindful gratitude, making it a simple yet powerful tool for daily reflection and productivity. The third spread here is a 2-page monthly log with a dedicated gratitude section, a versatile spread that combines your schedule with intentional reflection. On the first page, create a header. I'm going to stamp out July, and below that, set up a linear calendar by listing the dates vertically down the page. There are many ways in which you can customize this linear calendar. For instance, you can draw lines to separate each weekend, making it easier to visually break up the weeks. You might also split the open space into 2 columns, using one for events and the other for appointments. If you prefer, divide the space into 3 columns to track morning, afternoon, and evening activities or categories that fit into your lifestyle. Another option is to include a small habit tracker in the rightmost column, a simple way to keep tabs on daily habits alongside your monthly planning. Now onto the second page. This is where you can dedicate space for your monthly gratitude. This can take up anywhere from 1/3 to 2/3 of the page, or even just half, depending on how much you want to write. The remaining space on this page is for your monthly task list, which I call the monthly inbox. This is where you can collect tasks, reminders, and to-dos for the month ahead. If you don't want to use the inbox, this section can be customized for other purposes, like monthly goals, reflections, a playlist you're loving this month, or even a monthly TBR list. It's flexible and should serve what you need most. This 2-page setup balances structure with space for gratitude and personal focus, helping you stay organized while cultivating mindfulness throughout the month. On to the next spread. So this is a 2-page weekly log inspired by writer Carol's method of the weekly log, but with a few simple tweaks to make it more reflective and personalized. On the left page here, we're gonna plan the week ahead. With the header, I'm showing the week's date range. So as an example, I put July 6th to the 12th. This page is where you're gonna jot down your goals, your to-dos, appointments, or any weekly tasks you wanna keep in focus. I've decided to split the page in 8 sections. I've got a priority section, and then I have a box for each day of the week. I want to point out I put the weekly overview on the left page here because when it comes to migrating tasks into the following week, flipping forward is much easier than flipping backward. It's a small structural choice that keeps the layout more functional. On the right page here is split into 3 sections. I've got gratitude, reflection, and notes. Together, this layout gives you space to plan, reflect, and stay grounded, all while keeping your journal minimal, useful, and meaningful. The next spread is a gratitude, mood, and 1-line-a-day tracker. This is a 2-page spread that brings together reflection, tracking, and gratitude, offering a simple way to check in with yourself throughout the month. For the left page, we're gonna do a 1-line-a-day. So at the top here, I stamped out the name of the month. I just chose August. And then I created a linear calendar by listing the dates from top to bottom along the left side of the page. Next to each date, you can write out a single line that captures something from your day, a thought, a summary, a feeling, or a moment that stood out. It's a low-pressure way to stay consistent with journaling in just a few words. The right page is divided into 2 sections. You can do this however you want, but I've decided to split it evenly. One section being a mood and sleep tracker, the other section being for gratitude. On the left half here, I made a simple chart where the bars represent how many hours of sleep I got. And I've got small icons like a sad face, a neutral face, happy face, and a super happy face where you can track your overall mood each day. This can give you a quick visual overview of how you've been feeling and resting. The other half of this page is for gratitude. You can write a short sentence, a simple phrase, or even just a single word of what you're grateful for that day. Whatever feels natural. There is no pressure to fill it in a certain way, just use it as a quiet space to notice the good. Combining these elements helps you reflect not just on what is happening, but how you're doing, emotionally, physically, and mentally, while gently encouraging awareness and appreciation. This next spread is a 1-page layout for gratitude journaling. I've just stamped the header out saying gratitude journaling. You can put whatever you like. This is a more slower, reflective space for when you want to go deeper than a quick list or log. Instead of tracking gratitude day by day, this page offers an open space to write freely using a couple of thoughtful prompts. You can use the whole page at once or come back to it whenever. As an example here are the 2 prompts I've included. Number 1 is, who am I grateful for today and what impact have they had on me? And number 2, what is something ordinary that feels like a blessing? You can just reflect on one or write to both. These kinds of questions help shift our attention in a meaningful way, from what's urgent to what's lasting, from what's missing to what's already here. This page can be used weekly, monthly, or just whenever you need a moment to pause and reconnect with a more intentional sense of gratitude. There is no pressure to make it perfect, just let the words come. This next spread is a one-page reverse gratitude log. Start with a simple header at the top that reads reverse gratitude log. Then draw a 2-column grid going down the page. The first column is for the date and the second column is for your entry. Reverse gratitude, I don't know if this is a legit term or anything, but it's the practice of finding something to be thankful for in situations that are hard or frustrating or less than ideal. It doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It's about noticing what growth or strength or small mercy or silver lining might be hidden in the difficulty. You might write something like, I felt really overwhelmed with the kids today, but it reminded me how deeply I care about showing up well for them. Or I didn't sleep much last night, but I'm grateful for slow mornings that helped me recover. This log can help shift your perspective when things feel heavy. It's not about toxic positivity or anything. It's just about making space for both the hard and the hopeful. A couple examples here I have are the kids were extra whiny today, and I wrote, I'm grateful they feel safe enough with me to express their emotions fully. Another one is, we had a late last-minute dinner. I wrote, I'm grateful there was food in the house and freedom to shift plans. The second last spread we have here is a sideways gratitude table, a one-page layout that offers a bit more structure while still keeping things simple and open. So turn your notebook horizontally and create 3 columns across the page. The date, what you're grateful for, and notes or reflections. In the first column, write down your date. In the second, jot down what you're grateful for. It can be anything from a small comfort to something really meaningful. The third column gives you space to expand. You can reflect on why it mattered, how it made you feel, or what it reminded you of. This layout works well if you want a little more space to think things through without needing to do a full journal entry. And of course, you don't have to make a table at all. You can always freeform your gratitude journaling, but this is just one way to add some gentle structure if you find that helpful. This is a flexible format that you can return to anytime, whether you're making it a part of a routine or just using it as a quiet pause when you need one. The last spread for this video is a seasonal gratitude page. And since I'm filming this in the summer, I'm titling it Summer Gratitude 2025 at the top of the page. There are a few different ways to set up this kind of spread, but for this one, I'm using a sensory layout, something that really fits the richness of summertime. I've divided the page into sections like sights, sounds, tastes, smells, and feelings. Please don't mind my daughter hanging around with me right now. She woke up from her nap, and so I invited her to hang out with me while I worked.
Over.
That's his berries.
Baby, over.
Yeah, that says tastes.
Over.
Oh, no. Anyways, in each category, I'm gonna jot down the things I've been noticing and appreciating. For example, under sights, I could say watching the laundry swaying on the line. For tastes, it could be iced coffee. For feelings, it could be the calm that comes from a quiet summer evening. This layout is simple, but it invites you to slow down and notice the details of the season. Things that are easy to overlook, but often are quite deeply grounding. If this layout doesn't quite fit your style, there are other ways to approach a seasonal gratitude spread. You can divide it by month, so creating sections for June, July, August if you want to build a list gradually over time. Or you can use categories like heart, home, and outside, which helps you focus on where gratitude is showing up in your daily life, in your relationships, and your surroundings. There's obviously no right way to do it. Just choose the structure that makes you feel excited to fill the page. Whether you free write, list things out, or use prompts, the goal is simply to pause and notice what is good in this season of life. I hope this gave you some simple ideas in how you can incorporate gratitude into your bullet journal. If you want more bullet journal inspiration, please consider checking out my bullet journal spread ideas playlist linked in the cards and in the description box below. It is full of minimal and practical layouts to help you build a bullet journal that suits your needs. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!